Hi there. I hope you're enjoying your snow day. It's a little cold, just a tad nippy out there. What are your snow totals for today? Are you over 6 inches? That's what she said. I mean, how do you not? So, we're getting ready to record Don't Die Dave, session number 20. Boy, they rack up quick. The nice thing is that we're more than halfway through the book. We're keeping warm with our floppy fashion wear. Get yours for only $19.95. And we're going to be recording, where are we? Chapter 33, Party Crashers. All right, let's rock and roll. If you're going to record your audiobook, keep at it. Keep trying, keep performing. I'll tell you, I just finished with a chapter that's the mid-act break that was rough. I mean, it took like 55 minutes. And when we edit that thing together, my guess is we'll throw out half of it and go again because there's some really tough deliveries in there. So sometimes you just got to do it and charge your way through it and figure out what it looks like and make it better from there. Check, check, check. Chapter 33, Party Crashers. I repeat, surrender or you will be obliterated. A dozen guns the size of Lady Liberty train on us. Great! Hang tens, bubblegum pops. We're going to get fragged before we even start. I thought you said you have access to Rift Elite zones. No, she's very posh. She's up here. I thought you said you had access to Rift Elite zones. Queen Whack Whack scowls. Queen Whack Whack scowls. I do! I shout. It's not us they're targeting, it's Mr. Stampy. Vessel 015381G, shouts the security forces. Heave to and prepare to be boarded. I snatch the IFF rebrand node. I found in Douglas Refinery and smack it into Mr. Stampy's console. I'd intended to do it as a precaution before we arrived. But I wasn't planning on accidentally hitting the start button with my ass. But I wasn't planning on accidentally hitting the start button with my ass. I flick the node on and pray. IFF rebrand. Ping active. Your ship is now redesignated as medical supply ship. Number XX. To all mob vessel sensors. This is medical supply ship. I checked the IFF rebrand code number 69. Medical supply ship 69. Medical supply ship 69. We're delivering medical supplies to Xanadome Carousel. There's a long pause. Pepper leans in. You have to say over. Over. There's a crackle of static on the speakers that goes on too long. Copy that, medical supply ship 69er. You are cleared for approach, docking bay 9 or 4. Docking bay 94, got it. Docking bay 94, roger that. Copy that. You have to say over and out. Pepper whispers. I know what I'm supposed to say. It doesn't seem like you know. I press the comm. Over and out. I flick off the microphone. There. Happy? There. Happy? Queen Whack Whack raises an eyebrow. Is the whole quest going to go like this? Is the whole quest going to go like this? I steer our kaiju ship toward the highlighted bay on the station. Hank looks upset. Does this mean we're not going to be able to use Mr. Stampy? Oh, looks like it. I jerk my chin at the massive carousel. I don't know that Mr. Stampy would do us any good against that anyway. I don't know if Mr. Stampy would do us any good against that anyway. We're going to have to beat this thing from the inside. Hank pouts. But he'll be lonely without us. It turns out we don't get much of a say in the matter. The instant we get close to the dock, the ship is pulled into position with a tractor beam, and we are teleported with a blip from the control deck and into another world. I doubt you ever saw a movie called Logan's Run. You'd have to be like 50 to remember that one. Set in a psychedelic-laced pleasure palace where they kill everyone over 30, Logan's Run was part of that Bob Guccione period in film when sex was baked into everything. And it wore a lot of eyeliner. The Logan's Run sets looked like Cloud City mixed with the Playboy Mansion. That's the vibe of Xanadome Carousel. Roman columns in pure white marble line great halls where the classical architecture of Caesar's palace meets luxury spa life. Jade fountains spray dancing towers of neon blue water that would put the Bellagio casino to shame. Glass walkways arc over crystal clear views. Glass arcways arc over crystal clear views of aurora storms, while gondolas made of ivory slip through the air, steered by toga-clad gondolieresses. Steered by toga-clad gondolieresses. And everything is plated in gold. It looks like a living fantasy of Donald Trump's dream casino. It looks like a living fantasy of Donald Trump's dream casino. Welcome to Xanadome Carousel. Enjoy tranquility, opulence, and decadence here in the luxury accommodations of the galaxy's finest resort. And home to the Black Rim Raiders Season 2 Mega Quest. Here you will find everything your heart desires. There is no hunger left unsated in Xanadome Carousel. There is no hunger left unsated in Xanadome Carousel. And all edibles are included with your stay. Feel free to eat anything you see, including the staff. They are here to serve you. They are here to serve you in whatever way you require. Please note that the luxurious oxygen, scented with jacaranda and lavender, will be charged at a rate of 1 gold per minute. Please explore the outer ring at your leisure. And thank you for your Rift Elite membership. This is a no PvP zone. Matchstick scowls. They charge for bleeding air? We only have 10 hours for the quest. We only have 10 hours for the quest. That's 600 gold. That's 600 gold apiece. Pepper says. I turn to the night shift. Does everybody have 600 gold? Everyone does, but none of them are happy about spending money to breathe. Everyone does, but none of them are happy about spending money to breathe. Join the club. Wasting no time, we explore deeper into the carousel's outer ring. As I mount a golden staircase, I hear it speak. Oh, no, sir. Allow me. The Scarlet O'Hara-sized staircase moves like a gold escalator, lifting me to the next level, complimenting me the entire way. You must be very strong and intelligent to become such a powerful player. My king. Such a fine specimen of a man. Enjoy your stay, sir. Enjoy your stay, sir. As I exit the staircase, I see Rift Elite players lounging in floating beds like Roman emperors. Fed grapes by half-nude sylphs. Fed grapes by half-nude sylphs. A group of women players is being tended to by a shirtless man, fanning them with the tail of a living peacock. Servants massage players' backs and feet on a series of golden tables. A woman walks her dragon poodle as winged mechs serve her shrimp cocktails. Toga-wrapped NPCs take social media videos of Rift Elites posing in front of a Riftborn background that changes every 30 seconds. Many pose with some of the big-breasted sylphs. Many pose with some of the big-breasted sylphs. Gross. Hang 10 pops a bubble. Did that guy just spend $100 on a skin? Wahoo points to a booth called Loot Couture. where Rift elites purchase costumes and cosmetics like they're penny candy, displaying big purchases in the Coin River, where there seems to be a competition for who can spend the most of Daddy's money. As that's happening, I watch a pack of giant snakes marked EXP Pythons. EXP slither around the edges of the crowd, subservient and meek like they're kitchen maids. Free XP, miss? Free XP? One of the players blasts the mob with a hand cannon. I hear the snake say, "Thank you, miss. Thank you, miss. Enjoy your game." As it disintegrates, an alert pops up. Plus 500 EXP, plus 500 XP. Whack Whack scowls. So this is the Rift Elite version of grinding? So this is the Rift Elite version of grinding? Wahoo blasts an EXP. Wahoo blasts an EX Python for himself and another. I glance around worried he's going to draw attention. Stop. We're here for the big quest, not chump change. Oh, come on, it's free XP. Oh, come on, it's free XP. He blasts another snake. What the hell is that thing? Rincewind asks. I check where he's pointing and see a big closet-sized machine with a glowing platform in the middle marked Control plus C, Control plus me, Control plus me, Control plus me. I watch one of the female players walk up. She steps inside, the closet glows bright, and when she steps out, she is holding a baby version of herself, her exact duplicate, the size of an infant. It's a cloner! Hang Ten gawks. As the lady walks away, I watch her clone get older and bigger. She puts it down when it hits the size of a 3-year-old, and it keeps growing as it walks behind her. I stare at the thing. Why does it make a younger version? Why does it make a younger version? Why not just make a full-sized copy? Why does it make a younger version? Why not just make a full-size copy? Who cares? That's lovely. Who cares? That's lovely jubbly. What's this? Matchstick jumps inside the cloning machine, and an instant later, he reappears with his mini-me. He grins, his clone grins back. Blimey, I'll be twice the trouble. He high-fives himself. Me mum won't know which one to slap. Oh, that's fun. Pepper claps. Can I hold him? I mean, you? I glance at the opulence around us. Pause. Bleep blarp. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, back, Henry. Hey, buddy, start panting like a dog. I'm about to like and subscribe. I don't mean to threaten you, but I'm about to like and subscribe to your video. Oh, you're about to like and subscribe to the right. Got it. You can't really just subscribe to one video. Maybe I should do that. Be like a list of favorites. Hi, Dolce. Pink splat. Why not? I hope everybody's surviving the cold just fine. I hope your power's on. I hope you don't have to go anywhere. I hope you've got access to food and running water and all those amazing things. It's like a foot of snow today to start. It's like, okay, we're playing this game. And it's the NFL AFC Championship in about 20 minutes. Well, I was going to go over to my buddy's house to watch that. Guess not. Nobody's leaving my house. The masseuses, the social media stations, the half-naked servants. This isn't a quest. This isn't a quest. It's an orgy. I watch Matchstick's clone get bigger, now the size of a 5-year-old. Getting distracted already. We're getting distracted already. We only have 10 hours. I'm not wasting it on this. I see a group of players in an area marked Vanity Fairground, watching themselves on a Rift Talk screen 100 feet wide. Hey, how do we get to the quests? Oh my, OMG, look at this Ohio drip. OMG, look at this Ohio drip. One of the girl players dressed up in something that looks like a neon feathered Big Bird costume eyes us dismissively. You guys are so season 1. Feet! It's the trouble with recording while people are here. I realize she's right. Compared to all the Rift Elite players here, we look like bums who just wandered into the Met Gala. I don't particularly care, and I don't have time for this. One moment, please. Hey, whoever's stomping, please stop. I bet Jeff Hayes doesn't have to record an audiobook while he's got kids thundering upstairs, stomping above him on the floor. You're no Jeff Hayes. Listen, lady. Whack Whack steps in front of me and flips her hair. She's so posh. I know, right? I know, right? It's so vintage. It's so I know, right? It's so vintage, full OG, yeah? I love your top. I love your top. I love your top. Yeah. Big Bird preens. It's Prada. It's Prada. They only issued like 5 of them for the game. I got all 5. So fresh. So fresh. So fresh. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack moves a little closer. So, which way are the quests? So, which way are the quests? Big Bird pouts. Big Bird pouts. Quests are so mid. Nobody's doing those. We're just waiting for nobody's doing those. We're just waiting for the death match. I know. I know. We're just doing quests ironically. Oh, that's fire. That's fun. I think the big one is down there. She gestures to a hallway and turns as the Vanity Fairground video switches to Big Bird on a digital ski slope, sporting a dangerous amount of cleavage. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Me. Oh, that's me. That's me. Whack whack grabs me by the elbow and leads me away while the passel of idiots clap for themselves on the screen. You're not very posh up here. You're not very good at talking to rich girls, are you? You're not very good at talking to rich girls, are you? You're a free-to-play gamer. I scowl. How do you know anything about rich girls? My dad's restaurant is full of fancy bitches. Different outfits, same bitches. This way. As we get closer, I realize the quest entry hall feels remarkably empty. For something called a mega quest, it's decidedly unpopular. I hear the clang of a heavy door and a Rift Elite party tagged Ass Blasters comes around the corner. One is limping, and another's armor looks like he's been torched by a dragon. Forget it, one mutters to us. It's not worth it, not for what they're charging. Oi, how bad was it? Asks Matchstick. Screw it. We know who's talking. Next. Yeah, how bad was it? Oh, crap, we do need it in there. Ask Matchstick. Yeah, how bad was it? Repeats Matchstick's teenage clone. It's a meat grinder, and the loot sucks. An ass blaster jerks his chin at Hank. You living legends are going to help either. We had a living legend the first time we went through and they got shredded. 6 million gold, gone. 6 million gold, gone. One of them stops and looks at Pepper. Hey, how much for the penguin? Keep walking, dipshit. I moved past him around the corner. There at the end of the hall is a round metal door that looks like it belongs on a bank vault. Xenodome Carousel. Inner rings. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Beyond this point begins the Season 2 Mega Quest. Beyond this point begins the Season 2 Mega Quest. Infinity Crown. A challenge so difficult that only 1% of our test players were able to defeat it. 5 golden rings, each more deadly than the last. Each more deadly than the last. And if you survive to the final circle, you will face the most impossible challenge of them all. Womb Tomb. The Womb Tomb. Warning! Infinity Crown is a congrats, you suck again. Infinity Crown is a congrats, you suck again quest. You may enter the inner rings at any time. You may exit the inner rings at any time to stop the quest. But if you die inside, you will respawn exactly where you entered Xenodome Carousel without any gear at level 0. Hope you like wooden swords and burlap underwear. But take heart, hero. Anyone who defeats the Womb Tomb will walk away with 10 million gold, 1,000 gems to spend in the Coin River, and an S-tier loot box for every survivor. Good luck, and be sure to scream loud for the cameras when you die. And be sure to scream loud for the cameras when you die. Oh, that sounds scary. Pep grabs my leg. Do we have to go in? Yeah. Matchstick and his not so mini-me clone both grin. That's why we're here. They grab the vault door to open it, and I see an alert. Error. To pass the ring gate, please insert your Rift Elite red keycard. Ah, bollocks, I don't have one of those. Matchstick and his clone turn to me. To you? None of us does. None of us does. We just have the yellow key from the Dig Dougler fight. Locking. No, that's not the word I want to use. Locking the mega quest is another layer of gatekeeping by the designers. One more barrier to keep out the riffraff like us. Whales only. Maybe it's for the best, Hang Ten says. Let's just get in one more quest before the end of the season. Something where we can use the kaiju. Yeah. Hank agrees. Pep. I whisper to her. How popular is the Infinity Crown? How popular is the Infinity Crown on Rift Talk? Can you see those numbers? No, but her eyes glaze pink neon as her meme queen. Her eyes glaze pink neon as her meme queen skill kicks in. There are a lot of popular hashtags. Hashtag Crowntown, hashtag Crowntown, hashtag Xanadum, and hashtag Wombtomb are all trending. If I'm ever going to buy my way out of this game, the Infinity Crown is exactly what I need. Hank and I can't afford to miss out on that kind of chance. I turn to the night shift. Most of the Rift Elite aren't even going to try because they have too much to lose. They're scared. They're scared of giving up everything they purchased. But we're low-level grinders, right? If we go back to level 0, it won't take us long to get back to where we are now. If we go back to level 0, it won't take us long to get back to where we are now. Nothing to lose. Rincewind nods. All for it, mate. Queen Whack Whack throws up her hands. But how are we going to get in? The ring gate opens, and another party of Rift Elite comes out. The Vectors. They're not as injured as the last group, but they look even more pissed. One of them glares at me like an angry child. More living legends. You guys suck. More living legends. You guys suck. I let them pass by and try to slip in the ring gate while it's still open. But I get flashed with an error message and rejected by a force field. As I draw away, I see the last member of the party come through the door. Dr. Broadchurch, living legend. Race, human. Class, grudge monk. She's an attractive woman dressed in all silk Tibetan monk robes with powered up brass knuckles that crackle with magic. Halle Berry with a kung fu grip. Halle Berry with a kung fu grip. Hey, 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 I say, surprised. Hey. Broadchurch smiles. Always nice to see another living legend. Always nice to see another living legend. Always nice to see another living legend. She glances at Hank. I've never seen two in one party. That must be nice. I've never seen two in one party. That must be nice. Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. Come on, Doc. One of the elites yells at her, clearly furious at being beaten. I recognize that voice. I look at the player and see Maqua-Man. His skins have been upgraded and he's joined a new party, but I'd know that overprivileged sneer anywhere. The shit stain who killed Buck Granger. The shit stain who killed Buck Granger. Let's go, you lazy bitch. I raise my hand, forcing myself not to hit Maqua-Man. I raise my hand, forcing myself not to punch Maqua-Man in the face. Hold up, guys. I adopt a tone of authority. Riftborn's had reports of a virus in the game. It's infecting Coin River accounts and making false purchases. Really? One vector turns to another. Now I can tell my mom it really was fraud. We should rack up a bunch of shit and then cancel all the charges. Dr. Broadchurch glances at me, curious. She knows Riftborn wouldn't use a living legend for a security alert. I pray she knows to keep her mouth shut. She does. She smiles. She does. She smiles, waiting. She does. She smiles, waiting. Maqua-Man stares at me. Hey, do I know you? I hold out my hand to him, palm up. The virus is infecting red key cards. Let me take a look at yours. Great, whatever. Yeah, great, whatever. Maqua-Man slaps it in my palm. Just fix it. Just fix it. Just fix it. We could do that for you. I turn the key card over in my hand. Or we could just rob you. Or we could just rob you. Or we could just rob you. I flick the M1 into my hand. Hank is right behind me, threatening them with his axe. Aquaman glances at my rifle and snorts derisively. The outer zone is a no PvP zone, dipshit. Good thing I'm not a player. Good thing I'm not a player, dipshit. I blast him in the face. Yeah. Aquaman goes down with a smoking hole where his head used to be. It warms my heart to watch him die. Hank wipes out two vectors with his Hank wipes out two vectors with his laser axe. I nail the fourth guy before he gets his gun up, and suddenly I'm standing over a pile of smoking Rift Elite corpses with a red key card in my hand. Empathy engine. Naughty, naughty. No PvP applies to players, and corporate entities are exempt. But please reconsider hostile actions against Rift Elite paid subscribers. You are permitted to kill players who are not members. You are permitted to kill players who are not members of your party. But those medical bills don't pay themselves. Enforcing a paid respawn only counts for so much. Hesitate before you assassinate. VSC hype score -50. A $50 fine for killing Aquaman? Worth it. Dr. Broadchurch bursts out laughing like it's the funniest thing she's ever seen. Oh, that was perfect. Thank you. Thank you. She wipes away tears. That guy was such an asshole. Happy to help. My laugh joins hers. Let's loot some corpses. Rincewind shouts as the vector bodies transform into epic loot boxes. Damn. I was hoping we could loot their Rift Elite gear. But no such luck. Once the players are dead, they just become a gold box. Broadchurch flicks my pocket. You were smart. You were smart to get that key card off him before he died. Lucky. Did the world a favor. She gestures at the space Aquaman went down. That guy's dad owns 6 Audi dealerships. He's never worked a day in his life, and he thinks he's the king of the universe. 27 years old. 27 years old. No work ethic. No work ethic. Kids today. Kids today. Kids today. I laugh again. Rincewind, invite Doc Broadchurch to the night shift. There's strength in numbers, and I like this Broadchurch lady already. I give her a smile. Us living legends have to stick together. I can't. Our party is capped at 6. I can't. Our party is capped at 6, 8 with you two. I can't. Our party is capped at 6. Rince. Oh God, I'm so blind. I can't. Our party is capped at 8. Rince shrugs. Besides, we don't have another 6 million. Not yet. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Dr. Broadchurch giggles. I'm contracted with the Vectors until the end of the season, but that was totally worth it. You sure? You sure? Yeah. And thank you. She smiles. You just made my week. You just made my week. I can tell by her voice, and I can tell she's about my age, and I realize how I can tell she's about my age, and I realize how long it's been since I had a decent conversation with someone like me. While the night shift, and I realize how long it's been since I had a conversation with someone like me. While the night shift opens the loot boxes, I ease her off to the side where they can't hear. You're a doctor? You're a doctor in real life? You're a doctor in real life? You're a doctor in real life? With a medical degree and everything. A human asset doctor? Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. She laughs. Not anymore. Not anymore. She laughs. Just a patient these days, along with the rest of us. Just a patient these days, like the rest of us. She holds out her hand. Jane Broadchurch, pediatrics. Santa Fe. I shake it. Dave McLean, Tallahassee, unemployed. You're DDD. You're DDD. She grins. I know about you. You're on the Living Legend. You're on the Living Legend leaderboard, right? I nod. That's pretty impressive. I see her check her HUD. Ah, damn. The Vectors have respawned, and that stupid empathy engine is bitching at me for not going with them. The Vectors have respawned, and that stupid empathy engine is bitching at me for not going with them. Well, we wouldn't want to show a lack of empathy to these little shits, would we? She laughs again. She laughs again. Poor little snowflakes. Poor little snowflakes. Poor little snowflakes. Yeah, yeah, I like her. Yeah, I like her. But you're a doctor. You're smart. Is there any chance you can? You're a doctor. You're smart. Is there any chance we can? You're a doctor. You're smart. Any chance you came up with a way to tell people what's really going on? Like what living legends really are? You mean human asset breaking every oath? You mean human asset breaking every oath? You mean human asset breaking every oath doctors are sworn? You mean human asset breaking every oath doctors are sworn to take? No. Maybe send maybe send some maybe send some kind of message in code. Maybe send some kind of message in the code. Maybe send some kind of message in the code, but I don't know how I would do it. I'm not a hacker. You? Same. Everything I can think of would land everything I can think of would land me in the icebox. She sighs. Well, it's time to get back on the clock. She raises a finger. But when I see you again, DDD, I want you to tell me some of your secrets on how to get on that leaderboard. It's a date. She smiles, clicks a button, and blips out of existence. Well, she was nice. Pepper smiles. I hope we see her again. Me too, Pep. I sigh. Let's go not die. I take the red key card and approach the ring gate scanner. For a moment, I hesitate. If Hank and I get killed in there, it's going to be the end. If Hank and I get killed in there, it's going to be the end of our season 2. I might have 2 hearts left, but respawning at level 0 means I won't have the gear or the time. To try another quest before the Rift Storm burns the galaxy down. Screw it. There's nothing to lose but my life. I run the card and the vault door opens for us. Welcome to the Infinity Crown. All right. Matchstick fires up his pyro magic. His clone does the same. Now we're gonna kick. Now we can kick some ass. Yeah. Too right. His teenage double agrees. Let's kick some ass. His clone explodes. A spray of blood, guts, and brains splashes all over me. Pepper, Hank, and the night shift are splattered in gore as the entire hallway is painted bloody red. clumps of mini matchstick corpse. Clumps of mini matchstick corpse slide down the walls. Clone timer expired. Your 20 minutes are up. Please visit another. Control C, Control plus C, Control plus me. Station for your next clone. Station for your next clone. We're all frozen, covered in blood. We're all frozen, covered in blood. A wad of entrails peels off the ceiling and hits the ground with a splat. Throw that in behind the splat and see if we wind up with something grosser. I wipe guts off my face. I wipe guts off my face. Matchstick stands beside me, covered in his own entrails. Matchstick stands beside me, covered in his own entrails. You go first. All right, that gets us there. 58, too long. All right, that gets us to the end of chapter 34, Waratorium. Hey, girl. All right, thank you very much for joining. Stay safe, stay warm. Don't get trapped in the snow.